Hi, my name is Zane Starr, and I'm the creator of Feedhead. We're reimagining media as a token. Feedhead is an NFT media feed. So think mirror.xyz, think WordPress, think Tumblr, and an NFT. Not only that, it's consumable as an RSS feed. So that means anywhere your Web 2.0 feed data is, like your podcast, etc., this should be able to consume all of the same data and entry points. And we're going to show a little highlight of that today. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So here we have our main page of Feedhead. So here we have feeds, launch random, login. First thing to get started is to log in to Lukso. So let's go ahead and log into extension. Here we're going to go ahead and select our profile. We're logged in. If we scroll down, we can see these featured feeds. So let's go ahead and check out this space feed. Oh, cool. So what these are just various different entries to this data feed. So this is one NFT that we can mint, and these are all of the different entries for it. So let's go ahead and check out one of these entries. And we can see that there's a whole variety of stuff here. It's a world that's like waiting to be unveiled. You can imagine that this is like a WordPress entry of some sort that someone's made, or it could be a feed where you could just purchase an NFT. So here we go back to the feed, or we can dive into this one. There's even more. And so let's go ahead and mint this feed. So here, the browser extension is going to pop up, which it just did. Just waiting for the transaction. Network's taking its sweet time. Okay, long click. Now we wait for the transaction to go through. Okay. And so while we wait, oh, there it is. Our token was minted. So here we're in our personal profile. And so here are the different feeds that I made. So I made the space feed, and feed bag are all the tokens I minted. So we just minted a token, and so it landed here. So the next step that we might want to do is to look at some of these feeds I've made and figure out how to make an entry. Okay, this Andro feed doesn't have any entries. So let's make an entry real quick. So I'm going to give this Andro's cousin. Okay, and the cool thing is about this editor is that it supports Markdown. So we can say, hi, I'm here to visit my cousin Zane. And then we're going to go ahead and preview it, which is pretty cool. You can stretch it out. And then we can consume this smaller. And let's go ahead and throw in an image. Okay, so I'm feeling like Giphy, so we're just gonna pick something up random. Let's do this one. This should be fun. So we'll add the entry. We're waiting for the wallet to perform some transactions. We'll hit OK. Wait away. Yep, browser extension. Okay, and now we're just waiting for the confirmation. New issue was created. We're there. Bob's your uncle, we're in. So here's our new feed entry. So Anjo's cousin's here. Let's go back to the feed and see what happens. And boom, we have an entry now for Anjo's. So this is another feed, but we haven't minted it yet. So let's see what happens when we mint. So here, we're gonna long click, wait for the transaction. All right, our token was minted. So we look at our feedback, we've got this Ancho feed, we've got space feed, and so now we're moving and grooving, and we want to know how are we going to make our own feed. So we're going to do this one, special, model equals, and we're going to say, and let's launch our feed. So this, we've got to actually sign 2 transactions. And so what's happening on the blockchain right now is that we're using our factory contract to launch a brand new NFT. So this is an NFT that doesn't exist. And so that's why we have to sign for 2 transactions. Okay, the first transaction is done. And now the second transaction is. And so it's kind of like an interesting thing to think about the way that media can move forward. So here we have our new feed. And so here we go, and let's see what it looks like. So now we look at the feeds I made. We've got this new cool feed here. So this is like been a whirlwind tour of all the kind of different things that you can do. Let's look at this space feed again, and let's go into the RSS, because I promised you RSS. So what this is doing is this is going out to the backend, pulling down all of the data that we had from all of the feeds, and then making it into a well-formed XML for an RSS feeder. And so the RSS services that subscribe can then pull our server, get back the latest data, and then you don't have to worry about anything more. So here we have our RSS feed. Let's go ahead and pop into a popular feed reader. Like say Feedly, and we'll go ahead and pop this in. We get our results. Oh, space is a while, and here we go. We have our feeds. And so just like that, we're able to consume the same NFT data in a very Web 2.0 way. So thank you for your time, and I can't wait to share more about